Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam.
Fucking dude, that episode shit throws me off so goddamn much.
It really does. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'll get her one of these days. So.
Oh, this is a talk episode where Shaun and I just decide to bullshit.
Dope.
Just talk, whatever. I don't know.
What's up?
Not much. What did I bring up to you early today? Houses. Some houses that got listed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to talk about it on the podcast, even though we talked about it on our W.
Lovely. Tell me more.
So I was telling Shaun today.
Is that the Flagner Fail app?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. They have like different specials on their app compared to in their website. I don't know why. So I was telling Shaun that there was some new houses listed today.
Right.
So this is one of them. And I'm just going to talk to you while I show Shaun. He's making sure he didn't hurt his car.
No, I was just looking, dude. I didn't even consider Lotus as a car I could get.
Dude, I want one so bad.
Lotus are sick.
Oh, God, this camera.
What's up?
It's on autofocus.
Yeah,
because
you can't have it on that.
Yeah, but the last couple videos, I'm not in focus.
Okay.
So either we have me not in focus, or it's just going to...
Well, we used to not do focus. We used to not have autofocus on, and it worked. So we just probably got to figure out something with the settings.
Yeah, I tried. So I'll keep messing with it. For this episode, we'll put on autofocus. So there's this one house. $410,000. Pictures, absolute garbage. So terrible. And I was telling Shaun how it's a brand new build, and it has the worst setup. Also, I'm sorry, Mimi got a new toy, and I think the camera's focusing on Mimi.
That makes sense.
That's funny. So Mimi's gonna play with her new toy, because she loves toys. But so...
Cool arch doorways.
Yeah. And so that's the one that's not complete, right?
Mm-hmm.
It literally says in the listing, like, house almost finished or something. And when I was reading the description, I don't remember them saying anything about actually finishing the house. And in the pictures is, like, their tools.
Dude, I don't know if this is almost finished.
Right? Like, I think it's pretty...
That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to turn the autofocus off quick.
Yep.
Say some comments while you're scrolling through.
Check it out. This house, 3 bed, 3 bath. Kitchen's not even done. You still got to put the fucking kitchen in. Got to do all the doors, the interior doors. You got to do all the casing. You have to do all the casing around the doors, the windows, and then all the baseboard trim. And then it looks like 75% of the house still needs floors.
Yeah, like a good chunk.
Brand new Perks construction home that is almost completed. This beautiful ranch home features all main floor living, open concept. Kitchen will have custom cabinets with all bells and whistles, islands, breakfast bar, walk-in pantry plus a larger living room can easily fit a larger sofa set and offers tray ceilings. Okay, cool. Finished lower level has natural light, a large family room, 3 bed with oversized closet. Other features, okay, I don't care. It's talking about it as if it's finished, but it does not say anywhere that they're actually finishing it.
Right, that's what... So except for the custom cabinets, that was the only thing that it included, right?
Uh-huh.
That's ridiculous. $410,000 for that. What? So then that's not the one with the weird kitchen. But you saw, like, there's the dining room. It's a space that it's supposed to be a dining room. And it's like, I don't know, like a little cutout thing off of the living room. But it has a sliding door on it. So it's not enough space to put a dining table at all.
No, it's not.
Also, what's this? Oh, that's where the island's going to go.
Yeah. Because the kitchen's not in.
Yep, that makes sense. So there's that one. for 410,000. Let's remember this. Oh my gosh, wait, is the other one right next to it too? Please tell me this is the other one. Yes, 430,000.
Okay.
This one's actually finished.
How? Just finished, brand new build still?
Built in 2022.
Oh Jesus, that's recent.
Are they the same 4-bed, 4-bath?
The other one was 3-bed, 3-bath.
Okay, this one's a 4-bed, 4-bath.
Okay.
This is what I was telling you about the kitchen. The kitchen is so poorly planned to me. Like, it's a nice L shape, has a beautiful island. But besides the island, there's not a whole lot of counter space.
That's a big fucking island, though.
Yeah, it's a big island. But
holy shit, that's huge. Why would they have that so far forward? They need to have that back.
Right. So, one of the things we like to do is have microwaves above the stove. So it's an exhaust fan, and it's a microwave. And that's nice because then the microwave doesn't have to take up counter space.
Right.
But you can't in this house. And I don't think they even put in any ductwork to have like an actual exhaust fan.
No, they didn't. What you can do here is you can put the low profile. They make low profile microwaves. You can put that in. The island's in probably the worst placement you could put an island. I don't know why you would put it. You like have to walk around the island to get to the stove. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the kitchen is so poorly planned. So it makes sense
Who
now.
built this shit?
I don't know, but it makes sense now that I was just like, what is going on with these two houses? Because they must have been built by the same company for them to be right next to each other.
Dude, they still have the rosin paper laid down on the fucking floor. They got duct tape holding down the fucking sink.
Oh, why would you even... And these pictures are so poor, like such poor quality. Why, if you want to sell a house for $430,000, take good pictures.
Bro, check this out. 2 different style windows right next to each other.
So they're different heights. The bottom of them is not the same height. It is so poorly designed.
Look at this shit.
Dude, the outside of it drives me crazy too.
They just stuffed the fucking rosin paper up into the corner of the picture. They could have put that in the shower and you would have never seen it in that picture. That's how lazy they were.
Or just put it in the cabinet.
Oh my god, dude. Here's the rest of it.
Uh-huh.
You fucking kidding me? Or
Yeah.
throw it away. Just throw it the fuck away.
You already had to tear it up.
Oh my god.
Also,
dude.
if the house wasn't ready to, like...
Oh, so the whole basement, everything's finished in the basement.
Except for the floor, right?
Trim down everything except the floor. Why wouldn't you just finish the floor if you're putting all the trim down? The stairs, babe. The stairs, look at those.
I didn't even see
Put
that.
carpet, dude. Carpet those. Carpet the downstairs basement. Man.
So
They left a big enough gap that you could get carpet down there, right, on the trim.
Mm-hmm.
But like...
But what if you don't want carpet?
That's a good point.
Right? Because then there's going to be a gap forever.
Right. Well, you'd have to take the trim off and...
Re-put it back on?
Put it down right, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just was so... It was just, like, mind-blowing to me. Because recently I've been, like, seeing a lot of,
Dude, look at this shit.
Instagram reels of some really cool just-built houses. Yeah.
Oh, man, dude.
And now it's just like, man, modern houses have just such cool layouts. Like, so many of them, like, have nice ceiling heights and just all this, like, beautifulness. And then I saw these 2 houses, and I was like, who in the fuck designed these?
I wonder if they have who the builders.
Maybe.
Oh, god damn it, guys. They didn't even finish the front of the house. It's still Tyvek.
Oh, they
Dude.
didn't put the stone on, like, the stone veneer.
Just fucking wait, like...
Right. That was probably, what, not even a week's worth of work?
Well, the thing is, they're probably waiting on that material to come in, but then switch it up and do something else. It's such a small spot. They could go get that much material from fucking A+ Rentals or whatever. You can get that much stone veneer there. They have it in stock.
Because it's just like the tiny section like next to the
Brand,
garage.
okay, Perks. That's the company. Brand new Perks Construction. That's the same two companies as the Perks Construction. Home that's this dude.
I'm sorry if you guys are from Perks Construction, but get a better designer.
Nah, dude.
And take better pictures.
Yeah,
Jesus.
clean your shit up, dude.
Dude, did you see how ugly this outside of the house is?
Oh, I fucking loved it.
Well, no, the front of it's really good. Look at the back.
A lot of accents going on. A lot of shit going on. That's a lot of color. That's a lot of colors. A lot of shit going on.
Yeah, that's how a lot of houses are.
It's getting a little too crazy for
But
me.
if you look at the back of the house, it's so boring, and there's just like a huge chunk of the house that like doesn't have windows.
Oh my god, dude! There's nothing on that side. That's awful.
It looks so bad.
Yeah. Dude,
yeah, I'm
gonna tell you right now, dude. I think Perks was trying to do shit cheap and walk themselves into holy fuck. Building houses ain't for us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cause that's horrendous, dude. Someone's got to teach those guys a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah. Wait, is that like a gutter right there? Wait, what is going on there? Do you see that?
Yeah.
So they have the gutter coming down, and then it like goes off to the side to finish going down, like on like the same plane.
Yeah, because they don't have it ran to the side of the house because of the peak.
But what's the piece of plywood that's sitting there?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I think people just get like...
In over their heads?
Yeah, I don't know who this company is. They should have had someone, definitely, but with both the houses, they need a different designer. They need someone to walk them through the process of finishing a house, staging, taking photos professionally, like having cleaners come in, finishing the fucking house before you're posting pictures, dude. That's
like there's duct tape on the vanity.
Yeah. Anyways, move on.
So yeah,
enough of that.
That's what I saw today, and it was just so mind blowing. So quick, tip, guys, for you if you're trying to flip a house or sell a house, get a good photographer, make sure it's clean, and I don't know if you're designing a house, make sure it flows. Jeez.
Yeah, I will actually say.
And stage it if you're trying to sell a house. Too,
yeah, to give you guys like some actual real life input. When you go in, if you're looking at buying a house or whatever, you want to think of the kitchen and the bathroom. The kitchen and the main bathroom. Those are like the highlights because that's what women used to spend most of their time in those two areas, the kitchen and the bathroom. And so I know things are changing in this day and age, and women aren't cooking as much, and they're not doing their makeup as much, and I'm not really sure what they're doing anymore. But women back in the day, as far as like even 10 years ago, the main point of the house is the kitchen and the bathroom, and then anything on top of that's really just you like fucking sprinkles on top, right?
Right, yeah.
And so if you're going into a house, we want to make sure those things are done good, right? Those things are done well, and they have a good flow to them. But you also want to keep in mind ROI, okay? So we have a property in Alma Center that's going to have a sale point of around $100,000.
Right.
Maybe 110. But it has newer cabinets in it, but they're not like nice soft close ones.
Mm-hmm.
But we aren't going to change that because spending the $8,000, $10,000 in the kitchen, we're not going to get that return. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the kitchen as it sits is really nice for a $100,000 house.
Mm-hmm.
And so all we're going to do is we're just going to clean it up and if it needs like anything tightened, we're gonna tighten it, and that's it.
Right. Yeah.
And so then looking at the bathroom for that, it's got a small shitty vanity, decent shower surround, like the corner shower surround, and then you obviously your shitter. But so in that, what we do is we have enough room, so we're nixing. It's like a little 20-inch vanity or 18-inch vanity. Beef that sucker out to 24 or 30 if we can. I don't think we have room for 30, but beef it out to 24. And that way you have more workspace in the bathroom. And so, anyways, when you're thinking about a house, make sure the kitchen flows, bathroom's good, right? Everything else is bonus. But you want these things to flow. So, like we had in our other house, we had all gray and then like a light tan for the bedrooms. So like the whole house was gray and then light tan for the bedrooms. But when I was talking with the stager, the stager told me we had one room that was painted green because that was my office, or that was our office, and I wanted green to represent money so I could be in the right headspace when I was working. So she said, hey, you're going to have to paint this. And I said, yeah, you're right, because it's got to be gray. It's got to flow with the rest of the house. You can't have... When you're selling a house, you want it to be kind of like... You don't want something that can throw somebody off. So you don't want curtains. You don't want curtains up. You don't want blinds up. You don't want... so like we took down all of our curtains. Yeah. All of our curtains got taken down. No blinds.
The curtain rod stayed up, obviously. But
yeah.
Or all the blinds were up. They weren't down.
Yeah, sorry. So don't have your blinds up. So you can have blinds, just make sure they're all the way up. So you got all that natural light in, right? So you all your natural light in. And then all the whole house flows, so you don't have like any popping colors, no reds, no blues, greens, anything like that. We're talking tan and gray. That's it, dude. Communism. That's the way to sell a house. And so you want this all just like to just flow and be good. And so when you're looking at that, then you add in a stager, okay? Add in a stager. A stager is going to show how the room flows. Because a lot of people, like, we fucking lived in our house for 3 years.
Oh, my gosh.
The stager comes in. The shit the fucking stager did in our house, we were like, Jesus Christ, we could have utilized this room this way? You shitting me? We would have fucking done this in a second.
Okay, one of the things was a breakfast bar, and Sean's like, why don't we do this? And I was like, I wanted to build a fucking breakfast bar for 3 years, and we never did.
Right.
Anyways.
So we didn't have a breakfast bar, and it would have been really fucking awesome.
Dude, because I wanted to create a live edge river table.
Right.
Breakfast bar. Anyway, sorry.
It would have been awesome.
So yeah, stagers help you like...
And then the living room.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We saw how we could have had the living room laid out, and we're like, dude. So.
Which is funny, because if you remember, that's how the furniture was from the previous people.
Was it really?
Except for the couch was along
the other wall.
The other wall, not the window. Because they had the cat tree by the window.
So yeah, seeing how like. So when people walk through the house, nothing's like screaming at them. And they can see how the house is supposed to flow, right? And then get professional photography so that they know how to take the pictures to get the right lighting to pull out, like, it almost like pulls out the qualities of the room.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And so by doing all those things and putting it all together... Staging's anywhere from, it's averaging like $2,000 now is staging. I think professional photography is like $250 a house.
$250?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, shit.
It's really not that bad.
Oh, yeah.
So you're at $2,250, so people can see how the house flows and get professional photos of the house. And then obviously the painting of anything that's gaudy. And that's going to help you sell your house so much.
Oh, yeah.
So much. And otherwise, if you're like interested, dude, you can do an interior design consult for like $500
Yeah.
for an interior designer to come into your house, give you a consult on how you could lay your house out. And then obviously you'd have to pay more if you want them to like, look shit up and supply you with stuff and whatever. But like, you could just get a consult for your current home on how to use it better.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, such easy things would help you sell a home.
Yeah, dude, check it out. We were in Black River Falls.
Oh my gosh, this was hilarious.
Fucking talking to the realtor. I'm like, hey, dog, what am I sell this for? What can we sell this for? And he's like, hey, I wouldn't expect more than I wouldn't expect to see 200,000. And I'm like, I don't agree. So I said, who do you guys use for stagers down here? And he said, what's staging? I said, what the fuck? What's staging? So I had to explain to this realtor what staging was. I said, who does staging down here? He's like, no one. Like this market we don't stage in. That's this market, you don't need to do that. And I was like, I don't care what you say. I'm staging.
You were just like, watch this.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, we're staging. Trust me. So, meanwhile, I tell this dude, I tell this realtor, I said, hey, man, this is what the house looks like. This is what we're going to do to it. This is how it's going to be when we're done. I'm going to stage it, professional photos, and this is what we're going to do. And the guy's just like, he can't even grasp what the fuck I'm telling him. And I'm like, trust me, this is going to be over 200. Mm-hmm. And he wasn't seeing it. So we finished the house, and we had him back over, and he comes in and he goes, holy shit, guys, I was not expecting this. And I said, of course you weren't, because you made that very clear that you weren't expecting it. So then we had the stager come in, and we had him come back. They send out whatever. I think we had an offer the first day or something.
Yeah, first or second day, yeah.
Yeah, I know we ended up turning down an offer and we ended up taking one. Oh, it was like 215,
yeah,
225,
something like that.
Something, I don't know. It was over asking, and the dude's like, it was up for like 3 days, and he's like, we had so many good reviews on this staging. People could not believe it. Who do you use for staging? I've got multiple realtors asking me. So I just gave them the stager's information. And they're like, wow, that made a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100% it does.
And so here I am, like, going into a market. They're saying I'm not even hitting 200. I am like, yeah, dog, here's the thing. This cost me 20. I had to pay for travel and everything. I think like it ended up being like $2,500 between staging and photography. We're doing this $2,500 thing. And I think it was $225. I think doing that brought us an extra $22,500. And I'm like, dude, and it sold in 3 days.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It fucking, everything we've put on the market, we stage it. Everything we stage, professional photos, and nothing sat for, we've never even had anything for a week. Nothing's even been on the market for a week.
I think the only one was Riverview. But that was like a very particular place because it was a 2-bed, 1-bath.
Okay.
I think that was on for a little over a week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we kind of expected that with that place because it was a very small house.
Right.
But staging in that one helped it immensely.
Oh, huge. So that kind of went into a tangent.
A tutor tangent almost.
On Yeah, on how to sell a house if you're interested in doing that.
I'm gonna make some good reels out of that.
Nice.
I'm trying. I have to say yeah and less because it interrupts the flows of reels.
That makes sense.
Just thought I would tell you quick.
Cool. No, I think people highly underestimate the power of professional services because they see a price tag and it shocks them. But they don't think about the opposite side of how much more how much more of a return that professional service could bring them. And so they're automatically like they discount it. And so I'm like, one example is like getting lawn mowing done for you. People immediately are like, oh, I'm not bougie enough to get lawn mowing. I'm not paying lawn mowing because it costs $50. Okay, sure. It costs $50 for them to come mow every other week. But you have to go spend a fucking hour or 30 minutes push mowing your lawn, 30 minutes weed whacking, and then you have to do maintenance on your mower and your weed whacker and fill them up with gas. So what's an hour of your time plus 2 pieces of equipment and then maintenance on it? That's not worth $50.
Right, yeah. I think so.
So, but anyways, yeah, I don't think people fully appreciate professional services and how much that can help in other areas of their life and give them a good return on investment.
We got an electric weed whacker this summer, didn't we?
Yeah,
I'm so excited for that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to have to spend countless hours in our yard.
I'm going to be honest with you, I'm probably getting lawn mowing here again.
Oh, so I don't actually need the weed whackers, what you're telling me.
No.
That's cool. But I'm still going to have to spend countless hours on our yard.
Yeah. You can definitely, if you want, you can try out the weed whacker at our flips if you want for fun. I don't know.
No.
That could be fun. Yeah. I was thinking about like something I've been thinking about is like how much overhead I want our business to have and property management to have and stuff. And if it's worth having people do our lawn mowing, plowing, and stuff that I have like on payroll and having the equipment for them. Or if it's worth like, cause if I do that, right, I do that route, I need, this is kind of how I break it down to see if it's viable or not. So to have someone do my lawn mowing and to do, snow plowing for us, like on my payroll, and then like maybe go do maintenance or whatever, I'm going to need a truck with a plow. Okay.
Because snow blowing would take way too long for all of our properties.
Right.
Yep.
I'm going to need a salter of some sort to go in like the back of the truck. And then they're still going to need like a snow blower for sidewalks and obviously a shovel. Okay. Yep. We're going to need a trailer that they can load up a lawnmower on, weed whacker. And so in the summer, they'll be in the with the trailer, lawnmower to go to the places to mow. And then same truck in the winter for plowing. Probably, they could probably pull it up. They can use ramps to get the snowblower in the back of the truck. But so anyways, just to have somebody do our plowing and mowing under payroll, I have to be paying them a wage. $20 an hour minimum. You got like
yeah.
You're paying $20 an hour minimum now if you're doing anything in business, but that actually calculates out once you got workers' comp and you got taxes and insurance and all that shit. You're actually paying like probably $28 an hour. So you got $28 an hour. You got the truck. You got the plow on the truck. You got the trailer. You got the lawnmower. You got the snow blower. You got the shovels, the weed whackers, leaf blowers. You have all that expenses, the fuel, the maintenance, to do that. Okay? Or I find a good company to work with who will do those services for me that have all of that shit already, and I pay them $50 to mow my property, or $50 to plow and do snow blowing. And so I don't when you calculate all those things, one thing I ask myself is like, and I did this last year on mowing our own lawn because I wanted to know what it was to mow our own lawn. What the return on investment is for mowing my own lawn. It ended up being, I think it was something just absurd, like an 8-year payoff. It was like an 8-year fucking break even for me to mow my own lawn.
Because we don't have a lawnmower, so we'd have to go buy one.
Yeah. And so I was like, dude, you fucking telling me it's going to take 8 years? And that at that time, I was like justifying my hourly rate at like $25 an hour, which it's fucking higher than that. And so I'm sitting here calculating my time at $25 an hour when it's definitely at a minimum $40 an hour, and which isn't like that much at all. And so when I was looking at it, it's like 8 years to break even for having a company mow my lawn. The only thing I do is I plow my own driveway because it's kind of fun. I do it my side by side. I put on some tunes.
You just love it.
I kind of just out having a good time.
That's amazing.
It's like an hour of like me out just like doing my thing.
I was just thinking about it. Did we want to offer our tenants like, oh, if you want your lawn mowed by us, it'll be $100 a month or something.
Yeah, that's we'll have to. That is a discussion. That's possible.
Oh, okay.
That's possible. Something like that. Yeah, I know that. So I dealt with 2 different property management companies now, and what I talked to them about was they usually take like, if you got a duplex, they will just assign lawn care and snow removal to one of the sides. Like, you just fucking assign it to them.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, but they get like $50 less a month in rent. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So like, like the bottom unit's responsible for mowing the lawn, but the bottom unit's the same rent as the top unit because they have to mow the lawn. Yeah. Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So.
Still though.
Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, we'll have to check the leases and see what they ended up writing and if that's on us or on them. I know Dutchman is on us for lawn care and snow removal. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, sorry guys, it's fucking late. Looking at that ROI is really important to justify what you should be doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
So. But I mean, if you get bliss from mowing your lawn, fucking mow your lawn. I get bliss from plowing my driveway, so I plow my driveway.
I'm so excited to make that flower bed look bomb as hell. It's going to be a lot of work, and I'm probably going to complain about it quite a bit throughout the process.
I'm so excited.
But it's going to look so good afterwards.
Are you building one, a raised bed, or what?
No, I'm talking about the garden beds in the front. The flower beds.
Oh, yeah.
So the flower beds in the front of this house. One, we need to get dirt from Emily's house. But these flower beds it used to be a fucking rock bed, but when you don't take care of it, then dirt gets on top. So it's pretty much just all rocks and daylily bulbs, which if any of you, I'm sure most of you don't know about flowers. Daylilies are like the weeds of flowers. They fucking just sprout up everywhere when you have one of them. They're one of those plants that just like, they're bulbs, obviously, because they come back every year. But you have one bulb, and the next year you'll have like 10 bulbs. And the next year you'd have 50 bulbs. Like, they just grow and expand so quickly.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so last year me and my mom started, we got a pretty good, probably got like a quarter of the way. On the flower bed, digging out the rocks, digging out the daylilies, all that fun stuff. So then, come springtime, I'll continue taking out the rocks and the daylilies, and then I'll start planting some actual good plants that will Most will come back every year, but they don't grow and expand as much as daylilies.
Right.
And then I'll have plenty of spaces for ones that don't come back every year. So change it up a little bit. But yeah, that's my fun adventure.
The level of my give a fuck
It's none.
for fucking flowers and plants and shit is like not there. I would just mulch that shit and move on.
The one thing that Sean does care about is obviously we have to grade the.
I do give a fuck about that a lot.
Yep. So right now the dirt is actually going downwards. So I have to. That's another big thing. Like literally as soon as like there's no snow there. Right now there's some cement blocks. There's those cement blocks along the house.
Yeah, we definitely need to get that shit fixed.
Yeah. So yeah, as soon as like the snow is gone, I have to like get working on, especially right in front of the house, so we can get dirt there and get it graded better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, grading, like, having the grade, the dirt slope away from the house is really important so that you don't have water going down and possibly seeping into the foundation and whatnot.
Yeah, because right now I think it's like I act like other people still own this house. There's these like cement blocks, and then there's like a random tarp. But I don't even think the tarp is really like in a good spot anymore even. Mm-mm. So yeah, we'll have to probably dig deep and.
Yeah, I actually had some issues at a rental. There was water coming in through the windowsill or through the window, and I thought the window was bad. And what it ended up being was the grade underneath the deck ran right into the window. And so then the water pooled and went down into the window and then just sat in the window until it seeped in. And so the guys I had come in, they actually just sloped it away from the windowsill. Mm-hmm. And then just like recocked the window and it was done. Like, it's problem solved. Because once they graded it, they wouldn't even need to do anything with the window, because they just graded it and it's problem solved, really. And so that shit's so much more important than people might think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's setting like, when you do like egress windows, setting your wells like 6 inches above the ground or more, so that the last thing you want is your wells flush with the ground so that water can run down and into the well. So you need that raised up above the ground so there's no way that water would ever drain into the well.
Dude, and also, you know what is just like the greatest thing in the world? Well covers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It stops a lot of debris and like water going in, but animals. It stops animals from going in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember a lot of my friends had egress windows. I shouldn't say a lot. A couple of them had egress windows, and yeah, every once in a while you just find some dead mouse or something down there.
Yeah, I mean, this summer when we were working here, we opened it up a little bit to get some airflow. So our cover was pushed off about a foot. Mm-hmm. So when we closed the well, we didn't put the cover back on. And so, like 2 days later, when we were in there, we saw a squirrel dying in there. Poor little guy didn't make it. Mm-hmm. That's too bad.
Well, it was like right at the exact same time that they were
doing pest control for the squirrel.
The squirrels that were living in our rafters.
Yeah, so the guy took that one. I was like, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fun stuff about houses.
Hey, babe, let me tell you what. Let's move on to the next topic. I haven't been able to fire someone in a while.
Uh,
But I got to.
did it give you like enjoyment? Or not really?
You know, I don't enjoy firing people.
Mm-hmm.
What I enjoy is like what it takes to fire someone.
Oh, yeah.
Because it does not feel good. The confrontation obviously is not fun.
No.
You get anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
But flexing that muscle is good.
Good practice. You know what I thought about too after the fact? They only talked about their one kid, or the two, the youngest and the oldest.
Yeah. Well, they mentioned that one of the other ones, yeah.
So you can really tell like the type of person that they are by the fact that they only talked about their successful child.
Wow, that was mostly what they talked about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting. Interesting cat.
Very.
So anyway, so I hired a subcontractor. Actually had him do maintenance for me like 3 weeks ago. I had him go do maintenance on a property, and he like hit me back and was like, "There's nothing wrong." I'm like, "Okay, interesting." Then obviously the same issue was going wrong the next day, so I'm like, "Hey, issue still persisting. Can you go back out and take a look?" Like, "Yep, I'll be out there at 10. All right, to 10 a.m. Okay, perfect. It was like 11:30, 12. "Hey, just having some car troubles. I'll be down there." And I said, "Okay, just let me know." And it's a couple hours after, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. Car won't start." And I'm like, "Dude, so I contacted you the night before. You told me 10 a.m. the next day, and then it's like 1, 2 p.m. before I have to go out and figure this shit out."
Right.
And so that was, I wasn't a huge fan of that, but I'm like, all right, maybe it really was car troubles, right? Maybe this really was a thing. I am about second chances.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some second chances.
We've had like some very successful like second chance people.
Absolutely, we have. Love me some second chances. I actually used to follow that rule with chicks too. I reached a point, like I give them 2 chances. After that, boom. You know what I'm saying? For like hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
If they like skipped out on like a date.
Oh, got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'd be like, look, we'd schedule a date. Like, "Hey, Friday night, let's do this. Hey, I had something come up. We'll have to reschedule." "All right, no worries. Let's just do next Friday." And then, boom. "Hey, something came up. Not going to happen." I'd be like,
Peace out.
"Fuck off, honey. Deuces." So anyways, love me second chances. So I give this dude a second chance. Comes in, works with me this Monday. And it went pretty good. Like, overall, the day it went pretty good. I could tell, I was noticing the work ethic wouldn't be there if I wasn't there.
Right.
Because, like, for example, I gave him a measurement, and I was like, all right, I'm going to run out to the bathroom, and take a piss, I'll come back in, then the drywall will be cut and be ready to hang, right?
Right.
Come back in, he's standing next to the drywall, and I'm like, all right, ready? And he's like, oh, no, I forgot the measurement. And I was like, I was outside taking a piss. That was 2 minutes. I was like, go fucking remeasure then. What do you just stand by the fucking drywall till I get back in to go measure for you? You got tape measure. Go what? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, dude. So I was like, man, I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah.
Right? And he was like all over the place, misplacing his tools and shit. And I'm like, fuck, dude, like, one thing, like, if I'm not wearing my tool belt, I try to keep it nearby or keep all the tools nearby,
Mm-hmm.
so that I'm not, like, misplacing tools. Like,
Right.
I know I'll miss, like, we've got one framing nailer. And so, like, there's 3 of us working, usually 2 to 3 of us working. So, like, people will be using the framing nailer, so that thing will go awry, and we'll have to chase that down. But, like, my tools that I keep on my belt, I don't lose that shit.
Right.
Like, that shit's, like, near me. And so, when you, like, don't know where your shit is, I'm like, dude, put your fucking belt on then. Like, you know. So, anyways, Monday, overall, things went good. Done deal. See you Tuesday. Tuesday, get a message. Hey, got some stuff came up. I'll be a couple hours late. It's like 7 minutes before work start. No, it was like 20 minutes before work start. 20 minutes before work starts. So I'm like, whatever. Sounds good. At least you let me know before work started. You're 20 minutes before. Like, at least that, right? I'm like, okay, yeah, see you in a couple hours then. Didn't hear from dude until 5:30 p.m. Saying like, hey, long day, rough day. Not what I expected. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. So at this point, dude, I didn't want to message him back that night because he knows where our job site is.
Mm-hmm.
He could get in if he wants, and that's where our tools are and stuff. And I don't know the guy on a personal level to know the level of professionalism there.
Right, yeah.
So I just wasn't risking that. Granted, he could do that any other day, but the night for right after you break the news to someone, at the time right after is when the emotions are usually highest. So I didn't want to do that unless I knew I was going to be on site. So next morning I get up, let him know, hey, 2 chances, you're out, dude. Not going to work out. Our standards do not align. I'll meet up with you to get you your days of pay, your day of pay, and your tools. Guy took great. Sounds good. Meet up at the end of the day. Whatever. He very professional about it. I was very impressed. Very happy with how he took it, and I just know like that. It's immediately a relief on me when I just decide I'm gonna do things right. Like, I'm not going to hem and haw. I'm not going to just try this dude out for a little while longer. Nothing. I just decided, like, the day he didn't show up, dude, I'm just done. Done. He's not coming back.
Yeah.
Because I am not going to let my standard, or the standard, like, Kyle, myself, Mike have, what we have with our other subs, I'm not going to let that standard sink just because one dude, right, that we can get some work out of.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. I'm just not going to work with them. That's why I've had to fire other subs in the past.
Yeah.
And so the reason it was good is because it's just like re-solidifying that like I can flex that muscle when I need to. It's not a good muscle to flex, but like to hold the line, to hold the standard of what I want and what I want the company to be, I can do it. I can do it when I need to. And so I'd say that was like the win for me.
Yeah, that's good.
It's like a loss, but also a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Hey, Shaun.
What's up?
Do you want to grab that book behind you?
Yeah.
It's a lot closer this time, so it shouldn't take you forever to grab it. Right there. That one. Good job. Today is February 8th. It is Laura's birthday.
You forgot to tell her, didn't you?
No, I texted her. I already texted her. It's my oldest sister's birthday.
Did you want to read it or do you want me to?
No, you can.
I should be a professional reader.
You really should. Emily said you should.
Really?
Yeah, it was before we started the podcast that they said you should, read books.
February 8th. Third regurgitating public toilet reported in Bethnal Green. Kindly investigate immediately. This is getting ridiculous. A regurgitating toilet. Anti-Muggle pranksters, said Mr. Weasley, frowning. We had 2 last week. One in Wimbledon, one in Elephant and Castle. Muggles are pulling the flush, and instead of everything disappearing, well, you can imagine. And that's from Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, you didn't let me guess.
Oh, that's my bad.
You jerk. Chapter 8. Is it really?
Chapter 7, The Ministry of Magic.
Dang.
That was an actual fucking... That was in the book, huh?
Yeah, it was.
No shit.
Hey, if you want to join, me, Carrie, Megan, and Brooke are going to start reading the Harry Potter series April 16th.
Why?
If you read 1 chapter a day, you finish by Halloween.
The whole everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not reading a chapter a day, babe. That's a lot. All right, let's do February 7th.
Okay.
Never trust anything that can think for itself if you can't see where it keeps its brain. Arthur Weasley.
Ooh. Wait. Never trust anything that can think for itself without a brain.
If you can't see where it keeps its brain.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I'm trying to think. It's got to be about the car, right? So it's got to be Chamber of Secrets.
It is Chamber of Secrets.
Okay. And then... Chamber of Secrets is when they bust him out of the house, right?
Yes.
They do... Where is it? That one. That scene.
Yes.
Oh, man. So it's gotta be like chapter 7 or 8.
Chapter 18, Dobby's Reward.
It's that far along?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. That's cool. Dobby's Reward. Oh, the book. It's after the book. They're talking about
the book. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Stabby of the bookie.
Last one.
'Kay.
We'll do February 6th. Arthur Weasley's birthday.
I like how these are all Arthur Weasley right now.
All right. Your sons flew that car to Harry's house and back last night, shouted Mrs. Weasley. What have you got to say about that, eh? Did you really? Said Mr. Weasley eagerly. Did it go all right? I mean, he faltered, as sparks flew from Mrs. Weasley's eyes. That was very wrong, boys. Very wrong indeed.
So that's obviously Chamber of Secrets.
Yep.
That one's got to be early on. That's got to be like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Is that early on in a book?
Well, 18 towards the end. Okay, 6?
3.
Oh, shit.
Because that was right away. Right, because right after they got rescued.
Yeah. So, want to hear something cool about that? I just saw it on Facebook the other day.
That's fun. Okay, do unto me.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
So, they talked about how Molly Weasley, in that scene, she is like very upset, and then Ron brings up something about like how they were starving Harry.
Mm-hmm.
And she then gets like less mad. And she like looks at Harry, and Molly Weasley's like strength is in healing. Like that's what she learned. And so she looked at Harry and realized how emaciated it was from being starved. So that's why she all of a sudden is like very stern about like, okay, Harry, like, yeah, like we gotta make sure you eat. And she watches him to make sure that he is actually like eating everything because he was legitimately starved that summer.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
In the book.
Mm-hmm. So it's like it's one of those things that you obviously don't pick up on from anything that they like say, but like in the movie you can like see how Molly like looks at him and it's just like oh shit. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yep.
Very interesting.
Okay. Well, pick a number 1 through 31.
Let's do 6.
Wow, that was gonna be the one I read anyways.
I know.
Oh, okay. But at that moment, there was a loud squeal of Wan Wan, and Lavender Brown came hurtling out of nowhere and flung herself into Ron's arms. That's a hard one.
Four. Goblet Fire.
No.
Fuck. Is it Prisoner of Azkaban?
No. When did Ron date Lavender Brown?
I meant year 5. What's year 5?
Because what is it? Goblet of Fire, and then it's,
Order of Phoenix.
yeah.
Is it that one? Order of Phoenix?
No.
God damn it, dude. What is this?
Half-Blood Prince.
What?
Mm-hmm. Dude, there's like 3 in a row that are all from the same chapter.
I thought he was dating Hermione by then.
No. They don't actually date until like the end of 7.
Fuck.
Yeah. Here's a good one for you. January 7th. At that moment, Neville toppled into the common room. How he managed to climb through the portrait hole was anyone's guess, because his legs had been stuck together with what they recognized at once as the leg locker curse.
I don't know.
Really?
Hold on.
It's Neville's like first act of trying to be brave.
Wasn't that in season, or that was in the first book?
Mm-hmm. There you go.
The first book, and it was when they wanted to go sneak out, and he's like, "No, guys, we're not gonna lose points for Gryffindor."
Yes.
Let's go with like chapter 12.
Chapter 13, Nicholas Flamel.
Check it out, gang. Check it out.
Okay. January 13th. The last thing anyone felt like doing was spending 2 hours on the grounds on a raw January morning, but Hagrid had provided a bonfire full of salamanders for their enjoyment, and they spent an unusually good lesson collecting dry wood and leaves to keep the fire blazing while the flame-loving lizards scampered up and down the crumbling white-hot logs.
Fuck.
I thought it was going to be something different because of the chapters in, but oh well.
Was that season 2 or the second book?
No.
Oh man, I don't know.
Book 3.
Book 3, Prisoner of Azkaban. That's when they spent a lot of time outside with Hagrid.
Mm-hmm.
I should have known that. How far in? Chapter 5.
Chapter 12, the Patronus.
Way off. Damn, dude, rookie.
Dude, a lot of Januaries are like from the same chapter even.
Huh. That was kind of fun.
We'll do some more next week.
Want me to put?
Oh, you want to put it back right away?
Yep.
Okay. We should really flag the ones we read so we don't do them again.
Alright.
So yeah, that's what I got for today. How about you, Sean?
Last thing before we wrap this up.
What's up?
Started watching Chuck again.
Oh my goodness, yes we have.
I love that series so goddamn much.
I am excited to like actually finish watching it.
I know, me too. Alright, guys, I gotta fucking hit the rack. I'm dead tired. We'll catch you on the next one.
Do we know what Monday's episode's about?
No.
Cool. I do believe we still have one more we didn't talk about. That we said we were going to talk about a couple weeks ago.
What's that one?
I don't know. I'll have to like re-listen to some Friday episodes.
Sure.
Because we did list off a couple episodes we were going to do.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Alright, guys. Peace out.
See ya.